Some say customization is a thing of the past. But after 20 years in this business, we're still standing. Never giving up. Always moving forward. As the industry has changed, we've advanced. It's about thinking outside the box and redesigning the wheel. Striving for perfection, even in the smallest details. Innovation instead of imitation. Always looking forward, but never forgetting where we came from. It's about hard work and dedication, making the impossible look simple. Some say customization is a thing of the past. I say it's the future. We are West Coast Customs.
So we're midway through the season, and the guys have been working really, really hard on the cars that we've completed already. And it's like one of those times where you just sit back and you think about all these other builds that we've done in the past couple years, and it's pretty amazing the amount of work we've done in such a little bit of time, and what a big impact it's been for the guys, for the companies we built them for the celebrities, and it's pretty cool. So I think it's really time that we sit back and we take a look at some of that stuff. So one of the people that have been super instrumental in the way this business has grown and how fast it did is Shaq. I mean, Shaq was my first client that ever came to me and said, "Hey Ryan, I want you to build me cars that are different than everybody else's, and I want to pay you." And recently we just did a build for him. Hey.
What up, bro?
I made it.
What's up, brother?
I was just coming to see you at work.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. Huh? Have a seat. I invited Ryan out to Orlando because he hasn't done a car for me in a while. You remember J-Dub, right?
Yeah.
White chocolate?
Yeah.
So I'm at the light one day, he pulled up. His Jeep is cold.
And it's white?
White one, sitting on some 20-somethings.
Nice.
I mean, I don't really want all the fancy stuff, but I always wanted the Jeep. So I went to the Jeep dealership. It's 4-door.
Yeah.
You know, like me and you, like whenever I get something, I always go to the seats and see if I can move it back. There ain't really much room there. Think you can do it?
Of course.
Ryan, don't say
come on.
Don't say you can do it if
We've
you can't
been
do
through
it.
a lot of stuff. How many cars?
Like 50, 60.
I forgot about how many cars I built you.
We did a lot. I was like 50, 60.
Dude, you remember all of them?
No, probably not.
Check this out. Tell me if you remember this one.
I remember that one. Ryan and myself were the connoisseurs. Ryan was around before all the other guys that's doing it, and I was around before all the other guys that's doing it. So people, when you see us, just say thank you, because we created your swag. Plain and simple. Oh,
remember those bands with the Shaq headlights?
The Shaq headlights and some spinners. I was the first one with spinners.
Oh, man, we built some crazy things together.
Like early on in our career, I used to rush you. I ain't gonna rush you this time. Take your time.
Yeah, right.
Take your time. Ryan, take your time.
Can I record this?
Because like early on in our career, I used to rush you. I ain't gonna rush you this time. Take your time. I told him that I'm not gonna rush him. That's just my way to motivate him, let him take his time, but he only got 2 months. All right, brother.
This. All right.
Gotta get back to work.
I'll see you soon.
Tell the Last King, AKA Little Ryan, I said what's up.
I will for sure.
All right.
And this one, you're gonna remember this one.
All right, cool.
All right.
He has 2 months. Forget all of it. He has 2 months to get it done, or else.
The cool thing is I get to work with a lot of celebrities, and they're always super creative.
You want to, boom, you want to push them closer. You push them and beyond it to where you come close to what the original idea was. That's fly right there. But maybe you don't like that. That's why I dress the way I dress and get more chicks, and you dress like that.
Where's my backup? You guys need a backup? You guys' mouths are like, I didn't know what to say on that one.
So I trust Ryan. The dude's a real cool guy. He's turned out to be a friend, you know. I remember watching him on TV. Like, wow, that dude's cool. We're the same age, and now we're friends. I just can't wait to get in the vehicle and ride it.
You know, you've seen cars customized before. You've seen trucks customized before. It's one of the few times I've seen a customized bus. Man, this took a lot of work.
So it was cool to show it to Charles. I think he was really impressed. You know, he's not really a technology guy, so the inside of it was like, oh, yeah, it's cool, yeah, this is cool stuff. And then when we went to outside, it was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Here we have our grilling, so you can get a hamburger, hot dog, and we have our own pizza oven to make fresh baked pizzas. And we even have some really interesting technology out here. This is called a bottoms-up beer dispenser.
Are you serious?
Where?
That is impressive.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd be doing this. I mean, this is pretty killer to have you doing my Ford Fusion, and I'm going to be racing for Geek Squad. This is pretty sweet.
I'm definitely a huge fan of NASCAR. I watch it every Sunday, so it's really an honor to be able to really design this car and come up with, you know, the whole paint scheme for what this Ford Fusion is going to look like.
Do you have any ideas? I mean, what are you thinking about?
That's the biggest challenge. I got to make sure the brands stay where they need to stay, but add a little bit of West Coast Customs flavor to it and really make this car different than any other NASCAR that you see out there.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing the Geek Squad Ford Fusion. I know it's going to be an honor for me to drive it, and the coolest part would be to be, you know, standing there in victory lane with a picture next to this race car with the trophy. That would be huge.
I think this car is unbelievable. This is my first time really seeing the whole thing. I saw kind of the concept. It's cool to work with Kia and have them collaborate with West Coast Customs and create a car that's kind of specifically designed for basketball or for the basketball fan. Well, they always do a good job, and they outdid themselves on this one. So I can't wait to get it out on the road.
It's the first time I've seen the car, and it's just awesome. You know, it's really well made, so hip, and it's just kind of me. Ryan and the West Coast Customs, thank you so much.
And I want to show you some of the cars and show you my workplace.
This is, for me, this is like being a kid in a candy store. The place is awesome, dude. It's awesome. I mean,
Think we can build you something?
Yeah, you know what I want to do first? I want to do like a mobile office because I travel so much, you know, big screen TV, you know, big seats that recline.
Right.
You know, something that we can kind of close off the driver, maybe a satellite TV. As long as it has the essentials and it looks something like any one of these pictures you showed me, I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I can't wait. You know, usually, you know, because I'm old now, turning 40 tomorrow, I don't get excited about stuff anymore. You know, it's like, God, another holiday or another birthday. I usually dread them, but this is actually something that I can be excited about.
Feel disturbance in the force.
Show 'em.
It's approved.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Dude, tell me it doesn't look like Batman's car.
Are you serious? Huh? No, this is insane. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this. Like, this is crazy. I saw the picture. Like, they showed me the picture of what it was going to look like. So I was like, cool, it's going to be dope. But, like, in person, this thing is crazy. Like, the matte black is perfectly made. There's nothing wrong with this car. The lights, the inside, the all-black interior, I feel like I'm in the Batmobile. This is definitely the coolest car I own. Look out for the next one.
Besides working with celebrities, West Coast Customs has definitely been all about giving back. I mean, since this is why we wake up and do what we do, to be able to give back to somebody. Recently, we got to work with some amazing partners and got to build some really awesome rides.
Hi. Hello. How are you?
Ryan. Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Eduardo. And this is Tom Day. This is a recipient that we chose through the Daryl Gwynn Foundation to receive a life-changing chair for him. Oh, cool. Matches the car. Tricked out.
Did a couple little things.
Custom logo on there.
We did some stitching to match the stitching in the car. We put the color of the car on the chair. Did a couple little things, you know, just to really make it authentic to the Daryl Gwynn build, to the West Coast Customs flavor for you. Now, the rendering that I showed everybody to reality is really the ticket.
It exceeded my expectations. It might have exceeded all of our expectations, honestly.
Just being up on stage and just seeing everyone's response to us being here, the way that they chose to say thank you and show that gratitude in the form of a very big check.
It was amazing.
The special thing about this car is what it says about America and taking care of those who serve and protect our freedom. And I just love Ryan for making the car. It's an emotional thing for me because this car could take care of one person getting his or her face fixed, and having the ability to smile at their young child is life-changing. And so this car is beyond a car.
What do you think?
I love it.
When we were talking about the type of car, Ryan had said he chose a Camaro, and it seemed like such a good fit for this project because it sort of symbolizes the rebirth of America and the rebirth of Detroit, and then you tie in the American Cancer Society and our Road to Recovery program. It all just sort of came together.
I made a cool little plaque for it where I signed it.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a special, you know, it's like a one of a one.
It's awesome.
Makes it unique.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is everybody here ready?
Is everybody ready back there?
All right, Ryan.
Officially customized by the West Coast Customs.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Let me open the door to your new limo.
Your new home.
What? You gotta be kidding me. Very excited. Really awesome.
They had no idea. So when we pulled that cover off today, I think the reaction was obviously everything. You know, this is why we work so hard, to get that reaction, to feel that, you know, thankfulness from them. I mean, they were so thankful when they seen this. Mom and Dad were pumped. I mean, I think this is definitely their limo. So when they pull up, they know the Monster Kids are here.
We love you, West Coast Customs!
So we're doing a build for eBay. This one's a little different because we're not doing one car, we're doing 3 cars. And each one of the cars is for a different veteran.
So we want to take care of some people who served for us and have come back.
We're always happy to give back. It's
We're
an
all
honor
in.
for us.
Yeah, we're all in. It's just a great feeling to be able to do something like this.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you are so welcome.
When I saw it pull around the corner, I was speechless. It was like seeing your dreams, things that you dream about, come to real life. No way.
Everybody at the shop had a hand in doing this for you, Chris. They all wanted to work on this vehicle for you.
We're very happy to be able to do this.
I really do appreciate it.
You're kidding me!
It's
This
Kentucky
is
Blue.
mine?
It's yours.
Are you kidding me?
Never in a million years would I have thought that I would have gotten such a beautiful car.
Yes!
Coming up on West Coast Customs. If you can dream it, we can build it.
Jeff, you gonna dance for us there? That's disturbing, Jeff.
There's really only one word to say, and that's wow. This is something that nobody's ever seen before.
It's gonna blow your mind.
West Coast Customs is all about pushing the envelope. To really make this shop the most innovative custom car shop on the planet, there is no job that's too big or too small. And really, if you can dream it, we can build it. So I just checked in with Kenny, and there's really only one word to say, and that's wow. I don't know what's next. You know, this has now put us on a whole different level, and it's really something to be proud of.
When you roll down the street in this thing and you get to open up and see all the technology involved in this, it's gonna blow your mind.
So Nintendo reached out to me, and they want us to build some real-life Mario Karts. Where do we really start with something like this?
Buy the gem cards and get the data, and I'll get a phone call to ACNA.
Come here, and it's making all the parts. While I'm watching it, I mean, it's amazing. Seeing this process done, I think is gonna open up some new ideas and a lot of great things that we can do here in the shop. We're doing a Mustang. I mean, it's a 1967 Mustang. It's iconic. We're gonna take a 2012, cut the body off of it, put this old body on top of it,
and then integrate all this technology. We've never done a 67 Mustang with a brand new Mustang. There's not a book on how to do it. Why don't we take the back window, make it actuate up so it works almost like a projector screen.
Jeff, you gonna dance for us there? That's disturbing, Jeff.
So we got a call from Skype, and they said, we've seen some of the builds you guys have recently done. We like the direction that West Coast Customs is going. Skype as a brand wants to come to you and build this unique vehicle. So we're building an Airstream lounge for Skype. The build's going really well. The guys are working really good together, but there's a ton of work still left that needs to be done. Kenny's inside there working with the fabrication team. Since this thing was basically a tin can with no support, they're adding in all the support, all the hingings to make these doors go up and down. And then we got the woodworking guys doing the bar, the flooring, and everything else. This is something that nobody's ever seen before. So we're building a bus for the tech company CDW. The exterior of the bus is gonna really be the old school vibe, while the interior is gonna be really the techno new school vibe. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We only have literally less than 2 months now to get this thing done for the reveal. So it's gonna be all hands on deck.
Fired up. Now that is an ultimate game changer.
And we're gonna build a car that Darth Vader would drive.
So what we're trying to do is recreate Darth Vader's mask on the front of this vehicle. And the old grille doesn't even look like this, so what we're trying to do is cut out all the old original grille, reconstruct a whole new grille out of clay, and pull a mold off it and make a composite part. So we got this part pretty much trimmed up, so let's go check to see how it fits. Just like factory, guys.
To make this all work, the bullseye is key. We gotta figure out the sensor that's inside the bullseye, so when somebody throws something at it, it activates the seat to drop a person into the water.
Got it?
Testy, 1, 2, 3.
And we're gonna build a vehicle that's never been done before, a handicap accessible SUV.
This is an ATOS 3 scanner. It's got 2 lenses on it, so you can see in stereo, left lens and a right lens. And then it's got some laser pointers down here, and that will shine against the surface of the object that you're scanning. And as I'm taking all these multiple shots, the software in the program then starts to stitch these together.
So now that it's scanned, the data can go to Louis. He can start engineering it, so we can start cutting into this vehicle.
Once we got that data, I was able to bring it into our new system here. Then it's basically just making cut lists, sending out files to be machined, sending out files to be laser cut, and put it all together using drawings.
There really is nothing we can't do. So even though the business is getting super high tech, at the end of the day, it's all about that hard metal working fabrication shop. I mean, that's where my business started, and we are the best at that because I have the best team that's doing it. To make this thing look like it came from the factory as a wide body, we opened up the door. We only opened up the door a couple inches, but we added it into the factory body line, which really gave it the factory look, but it's a lot wider. So that is a shack-sized door. Mosco's biggest challenge on this build is obviously doing the side doors on the bed, but also I'm gonna have them suicide the tailgate, which will allow the bike to get in a lot easier, but also it won't damage the tailgate.
Now it's time to get this saddle on that pony.
So behind me, you have a ton of metal work going on.
Now since the bracing down the bus, now it's time to raise the roof. Ryan, your radio out. We got an A truck, man.
Who's on it? Look at that. You never know what you're going to find in these cars. 8-track tape, that's, you know, that's from the 70s right there. That's funny.
Coming up on West Coast Customs. One of the biggest things with West Coast Customs pushing this envelope is our interiors.
Okay, Ish, you ready for this one?
I'm always ready. Once again, I'm on the spotlight, so I have to make it happen.
One of the biggest things with West Coast Customs pushing this envelope is our interiors. Back in the days, we've done some pretty crazy stuff for like Shaq when he had us take out the stock steering wheel in his Zur and put in a Superman steering wheel, and you know, all these different interiors that we built for him and tons of other celebrities out there. But I think now, in the newer world and the newer builds that we're doing and a lot of corporate style builds, there's definitely a lot of challenges that, you know, we face. Having Ishmael on my team for the last 16 years have really helped us stay on top of that game.
All right, Ish, do what you do, but do it better, Ish.
That's me, Mario.
That was good, that was good.
Thanks, Ryan, for pimping my room.
Shut up.
Thank you.
All right, Ish. I was just checking to make sure you're happy, that's all. Carlos is finishing up his console. The car's being detailed right now. Ish, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
So, talk to me, buddy. So, Ish, what do you think?
My what? See?
All right, Ish, where are we at with this seat?
How you like this?
It's pretty crazy.
Spider-Man.
You know the Mexican wrestlers? You could like have your own outfit with that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my homie. Now it's time for you two guys get out of here, but it's time for me to start working on the seat, so vámonos, vámonos.
I like that. My eyeball is always watching you. Huh? Yeah, yeah.
This is a blind stitch. Only high-end cars like Phantoms, Bentleys, Mercedes do this kind of stitching. So this is from my boy, my buddy, Mark Welver. So, you know, I have to show him how it's done over here at West Coast. This is the end result. You see, you don't see no stitching. That's classy right there. Homeboys and homegirls, this is how it's done. If there's gonna be too much red in it, it doesn't match the color, the paint.
Right. Which obviously I'll help you with.
I can see red really good.
So let's talk about Aquaman, because I'm not feeling this. Please tell me you have another idea for this. Or please tell me your wife's skirt is missing because you cut it out.
Now I'm in trouble because I stole my wife's skirt. So, unfortunately, they don't grow cows this big. We will need a buffalo. But buffaloes are an extinction for a huge age. Honestly, do I look better without the mask or with the mask?
Without.
Thank you.
Like a grill. That was the right answer.
Once again, I'm on the spotlight, so I have to make it happen. Now for the last touch, we're gonna add some bling bling, homie, just for you, Justin, just because I love you, because my kids love you. So, holla. There's only one West Coast Customs in the world, and there's only one Ish. Welcome to my world. Kick rocks, because I'm about to get busy. Now say some, homie. Say some. No bueno? This is muy bueno. Let's do this. Hello, dear friend. You know, I got magic on my hands. I can make those wrinkles disappear. Holla. So honestly, these seats have been kicking my ass for a while. If I tell you that this is the seat, you might think I'm lying to you because you're just a better friend. You don't get the picture, see? But I do. hit my face.
So on every build, I learned something new. And on this build, I learned that Ishmael is a humongous Mark Wahlberg fan. This is stepping it up. Is it because you like Mark's movies?
Well, Mark is one of my favorite actors. And plus, I try to make extra points. I'm gonna get invited, you know, for his next movie. At least a little Mexican.
A little Mexican.
That is gonna be killed at the beginning of the movie. I don't care. But unless I have something
Good job,
to say.
Ish. Looks good. Good job. Thank you for stepping your game up.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a part of this worldwide domination that we're about to do.
Thank you.
Because that right there shows people we're untouchable.
Just the haters, just the
Best
haters.
in the West. You got this like little chain that goes around his neck right there.
That's because he likes heavy metal. That's why he wears the chain. Done. Hasta la vista. Bada bing, bada boom. Vámonos. Next.
Coming up on West Coast Customs. Working with all these different painters, we get to create some amazing paint jobs.
Camel part is done.
All right, do what you do best.
People are gonna look in there and be like, oh, wow, that's a nice golf bag. But little do they know, as soon as they turn the radio on, it'll go boom.
So one of the biggest ways to change a car is with the paint. I mean, working with all these different painters that I get to work with, being in California and having a lot of relationships and being in this business so long, I get to pick and choose, you know, when I have those specialty builds and I need to bring some people in to really help out my paint team that's here at the shop, we get to create some amazing paint jobs.
I forgot what that thing looked like.
So I called in my good buddy Rhino. When it comes to these custom paint jobs like this, you gotta call the best, you know? And me and Rhino have been good friends for a long time. He always comes in here and knocks out these projects that I have. This one's obviously gonna test his skills because there's a lot of work that's involved.
It's gonna be a black pearl. Strain it, put it in the gun, rock and roll.
Once the base coat's done, we're gonna pull it out of the booth, put it over in the prep area, and that's when Rhino's gonna do his magic. It's a Calmero.
It's a Calmero. It's a zoo here anyway, right? Might as well bring in the animals. About 400 more pieces, we'll get this thing done. Camel part is done. Now it's all artwork.
All right, do what you do best.
Word
You're
up.
the man.
Catch the wave, do this.
Catch the wave, homie. Catch the wave, bro.
I'm gonna get to work. What we're gonna do is start with a touch-up gun and basically work our way from light to dark. Small gun, I'm gonna rough it in with some yellow, follow it up with some orange, and then base it in with the bigger guns once I get the actual layout with the bigger guns and some more orange, and then follow detail airbrush with white and black and brown. Something like that. Can you make this any more easier on me? This hood is ready for deployment.
We got less than a week before Justin's gonna be here to pick his car up. I gotta get it in the booth and I gotta start spraying it. Let's get our spray on. To get this car done faster, we're gonna double gun it.
Nice. They look so real.
That's the idea we shoot for.
They look good. Man, those eyes are crazy. Another thing that sets West Coast Customs apart from the rest is our attention to the audio department and the electronics department. Since every build is different, we're always changing it, trying to make it really just for that build, and it's like a one-off build. We can do an iPad running a car, to a simple stereo system, to an elaborate stereo system, custom lighting. When it comes to electronics and stereos, I mean, we definitely stay ahead of the game on it.
Ryan came up to me with these golf bags and said make a speaker box out of it. We're also gonna do an amp rack so we can actually set the amplifier in here and still be able to cover it up. Now, I don't know about golf clubs, but it's gonna sound really good with the 8 in there. What I came up with in building the speaker housing for this, or speaker box in here, we went ahead and made these tubes. People are gonna look in there and be like, oh, wow, that's a nice golf bag. But little do they know, as soon as they turn the radio on, it's like, boom! Yeah, boom!
The metal guys made us a nice little halo to go on the backside of the wheel hub. It enabled me to mount a strip of LEDs. The Microsoft guys are actually gonna be able to control each one of these LEDs individually, and it'll make this wheel well and the inside of the rim itself really glow and look really nice.
It may not look like it, but the wiring's almost done, and we should have this thing powered up in an hour.
Okay, time to test the system. We have a lot of video stuff and audio stuff going on at the same time.
All right, so it looks like everything works. Everything is working fine. My job is done here.
Nice.
Coming up on West Coast Customs.
I think my favorite build was the Volkswagen buses on the south of the border build.
My favorite episode probably is the Family Affairs episode.
My favorite episode was a Cracker Jack RV. The best part was Duncan Kenny.
You ready to go?
Since we've been on the air, we get a ton of different emails from fans, you know, kind of saying what their favorite episodes are, what they like the most. I mean, really, from looking back at all the different episodes, I think my favorite one was probably the Shaq one, just because it allowed me to go back in time a little bit. I got to bring my family and really revisit some of those moments that, you know, I forget about sometimes. I'm working so hard, I got so much stuff going on, I don't really realize what kind of an empire I built. And being able to go back to day one of this is my shop in Laguna Niguel and show my kids that.
My sign was right there.
Where?
The corner. And it was painted right there. It was the first graffiti sign ever. The first $5,000 loan got this place.
This is the one.
And then we put a little, yeah, had a dream.
To, you know, building a car for my first big-time celebrity client and surprising him again, and he's just as happy as he was in the beginning when I built him his first car.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right.
About to kill it with the Jeep. Probably about to be my favorite car.
I think so.
So now let's find out what the crew thinks.
My favorite episode that I ever worked on since the spring event was the Monster Kids.
We are the Monster Kids, and we had our home, West Coast Customs.
Because the story behind the whole family, you know, so many kids, you know, pursuing a dream. And I'm a family guy. I got kids on my own. So, you know, that's why when it comes to time to me to work on the van, you know, I just put my heart and soul on it. It's for my boy, A-Fresh.
We love you, West Coast Customs.
My favorite build, I think, is the DC Tundra. It was just built from scratch. They just got an idea, and we just went with it.
We're not gonna really paint it. We're gonna Line-X the whole exterior. I don't think I've ever seen it done before.
My favorite episode probably is the Family Affairs episode.
Now I'm ready to do this.
I thought it was really cool getting Megan in the shop and making her kind of see what Ryan has to go through on a daily basis with the guys.
Wow.
I think my favorite build was the Volkswagen buses on the south of the border build. Everybody loves a classic Volkswagen bus, and to turn that into a taco cart is just a great idea.
Hey guys, anybody want a beer?
For me, it was just incredible, and I was blown away. Cheers, Ryan.
My favorite episode of West Coast Customs was the Firefall mobile gaming unit. This build contained everything from exterior that looked like a spaceship, 20 computers crammed inside for simultaneous gaming.
It looks like a movie set, except it actually works. Honestly, I didn't believe it was real. I kept looking at that drawing going, is it even possible?
Right.
And, I mean, you hit it out of the park, Ryan. This is fantastic. Thank you.
NGU activation initiated.
And best of all, it was a West Coast Customs build.
My favorite episode was a Cracker Jack RV. The best part was Duncan Kenny, especially him wearing a bathing suit. That just killed it right there.
Ready to go? Let's get this party started, buddy.
Coming up on West Coast Customs.
Can't be all work and no play, because this is definitely not a boring shop.
I had such a bad day today, I threw my printer down the stairs.
Ouch.
I bet you $1,000 that you're not going to be able to get this bus inside.
Hey, look.
So here at West Coast Customs, it can't be all work and no play, because this is definitely not a boring shop.
That was a good spin out. Kenny and Scott are battling. Nice.
I'm so frustrated. I had such a bad day today. I threw my printer down the stairs.
Ouch.
So this is from our friends at Zippo. They made West Coast Custom Zippos. I had them all engraved with your name on it. That was tight. That was tight.
Oh, all right.
I want to see how you light your Zippo. That's how you light your Zippo? Yeah. You like don't have a little trick? Like
Look, I turn it off like that.
Oh, you don't have a trick?
No, I don't.
You know those, you can flick them like that?
Oh, dude, that's sick.
But do you have any trick?
Well, let's see. I used to be able to do it. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Everybody.
Yeah. I quit smoking 12 years ago, so.
Hey. That's the best one so far. Everybody else didn't know how to light anything special.
From fabrication to cooking, we do it all at WCC.
Two quesadillas with a Pepto-Bismol on the side. Okay, hold it in.
Hey, it's the best quesadilla you've had, huh?
The best quesadilla from White Boy. That's because he haven't ate the whole day. No.
Hey, look. Look at that profile.
You're a little big. Pull them damn pants up.
My pants are up, Dave. Pull your pants up. West Coast Customs. Pull your pants up. Ain't no time for pants on the ground.
Me and Kenny made a bet. I bet you $1,000 that you're not going to be able to get this bus inside.
Come on, baby.
All right, let's go.
You gonna bring it?
Yeah, let's go.
You already lost. I don't know why you bring the money now.
Okay, cool. Let's go, big mouth. Well done, Kenny.
What happened?
Well done.
No forklift.
But that's a bet.
Hunter, this is how we do it.
That's
Show
a bet.
me the money. Where we going, boys?
This shop is definitely a big part of my life. I mean, I get to wake up and do what I love every day, and I think that's really cool. The other cool thing is these reveals. When I get to go do these reveals, I get to meet people, I get to go to places that most people don't get to go.
Wow. Wow. This reminds me with the Formula One race in Abu Dhabi. This is my dream car. I love it. I know Smurfs don't like to drive necessarily, but can we drive?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can I ride with you?
Yeah.
You drive?
No, you're driving.
I'm driving. Wherever I look, in any of my mirrors, I see Smurfs.
Right. So what do you guys think? You did all right?
Oh, wow.
Cool, huh?
That is cool. Oh, this is awesome.
We're in Vegas. The truck is here. We're at the Monster Cup. I'm about to go in and unveil this truck to the DC guys.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm speechless.
We built the ultimate motocross truck, and that's what our goal was, and we did it.
Ryan Friedlinghaus in the house right now from West Coast Customs.
The NASCAR official drove me around in the truck.
Best in the West.
We're at NASCAR, and it is Carl Edwards. Being able to be with the guys, you know, going around the track and then being with them during the national anthem, I'm still in shock a little bit.
If you weren't already the world's coolest dad with all the tats, you officially are now to your kids because
Totally.
you got to build the Mario Kart.
The
in
biggest
real life.
problem, they want one now. I think this definitely proves to the world that whatever you ask West Coast Customs to do, we can do it.
Now you've had a chance to look into our past, stay tuned for what's coming up next. Cheers. Next week on West Coast Customs. Everything we build in this shop leaves on Continental Tires. We need to build them something cool.
Line X a Corvette.
I mean, we did a Camaro, why not? Mamaki is going to be a big partner of ours. They also have a printer that prints on leather.
I like it.
Now it's time for me to grab Kenny, get in the booth, and really learn how to spray this product.
This truck's got to be on the road pretty soon, but we have an issue. Mother Nature decided to just throw a couple wrenches in our system.
The last step is we turn the key and go.